Hello Aries and welcome to your reading. So we're reading for Aries energy for Monday. So you may not necessarily need to be Aries sun sign. You could be Aries rising, Aries Venus. Just have a lot of Aries energy in your chart right now. I'll be dealing with an Aries. But it's for Monday, Aries energy. It's a general reading. So let's see what we get. I thought after that shadow work that we did last week that we needed something a bit more uplifting. So today I'm asking, what is your inner strength? Like what is... You may not even realize this, but it's like what the universe sees as your core strength. So even it may not even present to the outer world. And then the other question I'm asking is, how do people perceive you? What does people perceive to be your best qualities? What do people like about you? So we're going to sort of inner and outer. So we'll see. Hopefully it's going to be a really nice reading. So Aries energy, we're reading for Monday. Aries energy. What is Aries' strength, please? What is Aries' inner strength, core strength? I'm getting very hot. The devil. This came out in my practice reading, actually. Let me just have a quick look because I want to make sure. Yeah, there you go. I just want to make sure that you can see everything that I'm pulling here. So the devil's your strength. So it's like doing the shadow work. That's your strength. Let's see what else we get. So Aries energy, please. Aries energy. What do people like about Aries? What do people like about Aries? Oh, you've got two. Three of Pentacles. You work well as part of a team, but also probably independently there as well. There's only one person on this Three of Pentacles. And I'm not really taking reversal. So the moon. So you know how to keep a secret. You know how to keep it. I just listened to NDA as well by Billie Eilish. You know how to keep a secret. You know how to keep things under wraps. You know how to be a team player and to, to keep a tight lip about things when necessary, I feel is what's happening there, Aries. Some kind of defensiveness or getting the upper hand on the bottom there, which could factor into this somehow. Okay, let's keep asking. So, back to Aries' core strength. Aries' core strength. Aries' core strength, please. Tell me more. So we have the devil. Aries' core strength. Oh, yeah. You can be a little bit obsessive about what you want. You can be a little bit impulsive. Your spontaneity can sometimes get you into trouble. Kind of like your shadow side can get you into trouble, but it's also kind of a strength. Now, interestingly enough, this song that randomized for you was Diamonds by Rihanna. So what I'm getting here is that it's the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, funny, that's what I picked up on first, and then I kind of started to read it as the Knight of Wands. You are choosing to be happy. Diamonds by Rihanna, I chose to be happy. You choose to be happy and you get a little bit obsessive about the details. Yeah. You can be a little bit controlling, but it actually works to your benefit. Okay, so what's going on over here? What do people like about you? What do people like about you? What do people like about you? What do people like about Aries? People like quite a lot about you. I'm only meant to be pulling one card. You block out. You know how to block out opposing voices, because the Five of Voices is like conflict, it's arguments, it's disagreements, and the Two of Voices is blocking that out, or it's a crossroads. So I feel like you don't get stuck in your head when other people have different opinions, when other people have something to say about what you're doing. You ignore that and you go for what you want. You choose to be happy despite anything else that anybody else is saying, is what I'm kind of getting from that. So on the underline there, we've got the Seven of Voices. Again, another card about kind of like strategy, secrecy. So again, this thing about secrecy. Other people like that. Other people like that you almost don't give a shit what anyone else says. Sorry for the swear, but that's how it's coming through. It's like you know what you want. You work hard to get it. You don't necessarily tell everybody what you're up to. Like, your business is your business. And be damned if anyone wants to criticize you, or, you know, it's very empowered. Excuse me, little fly. With this devil energy here, this is very empowered. Now, don't worry about, like, I'm not saying that you're a bad person or anything like that. It's like how I was saying in those shadow readings, doing the shadow work, finding out what that devil is inside you personally, your dark side, harnessing that and using it to empower yourself is actually very, very, very beneficial for you. It makes you very strong. When you do that shadow work, it makes you almost like invulnerable, right? Impenetrable. So the Knight of Pentacles is it's actually one of the slowest moving knights in the deck, one of the slowest moving energies in the deck. There's this element of like almost like good things come to those who wait with this card, but the horse on this specific card is like rushing forwards. I'm also noticing the succulent as well. So yeah, what I'm getting is your strength is that when things are very desirable to you, no matter what that is, it could be a person, it could be a job you want, whatever it is, when you want something, you get extremely focused about it and you take the necessary steps to get what you want, and that brings you into success. All right, let's read these and then we'll pull a couple of clarifiers on those. So the Devil card, this is your inner strength. I really like it, actually. The reading that I did yesterday off camera is kind of a practice reading. I did 2, and the Devil card came out as the strength for that one as well. And it's quite sexy, Aries, I have to admit. It is a little bit controlling. Right. So are you ready for this, Aries? Let me just double check you can see everything. Yes. Okay. Aries. Okay. The cards in the Tarot de la Nuit have like a personality. So it's the energy is like anthropomorphized. So just bear with me. We'll figure it out. So it's the Devil says, Aries, will you be my slave? I live in the hell of night. I am here to dominate you, or so you believe. I represent your hidden impulses, your inner fears, and your worst addictions. You're chained at my feet, but you put the chains on. I didn't do much. You gave me the power that I now have over you. You feel that you're hopelessly tied up to me, desperately attracted to my black sensual beauty, and yet you think I control you. Well, think again. Stop playing the victim. Stop being ruled by restraining attachments. You can free yourself from my bondage, but you have to want it. Only then can you break free from these negative patterns or behaviors of yours. Whatever your obsession is, however deep your addictions are, remember that you can overcome them. So get a move on. And look at this horse. This horse is literally getting a move on. He's running away from the addictions. So you may have actually got a sense of, you may have taken back your control over things that you obsess over things that you're addicted to. You may have defeated the devil. The devil may literally be, the thing is, the lovely thing that I like about the message here with this Devil card in this pack is they're not actually doing anything to keep you restrained. They're not actually tying you up. But it's almost like you choose to remain, or you don't. I see that you're leaving something. It's like you make the choice to be attached to this. So again, the Devil could represent, if we bring in the Rihanna song about happiness, it could talk about also like kind of like when we get ourselves down in the dumps. Now, if you are experiencing some kind of mental health issue, obviously go and speak to a professional about that. This is just a tarot card reading. I'm just reading you what the cards are telling me. So please don't get triggered or offended by it. What I'm saying is that this is a strength for you. Your strength is taking back the control, taking back the power. I've been listening to Billie Eilish's new album. It released today on Friday when I'm recording this. And there is stuff in there like try not to abuse your power. So it feels like anything that you once felt kept you trapped, you've taken steps to get out of that. Now, you could have literally done like a 12-step program with this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles takes steps forward. I'm saying it's materials in this deck, but it's the Knight of Pentacles, right? So yeah, moving away, the horse is moving away from anything that kept you trapped, whether that's obsessing about people, things, addictions of any kind, anything that kept you chained. You've almost like switched, it's like you've done a switcheroo, you've harnessed that energy for yourself now. You've chained the devil. You've chained the devil and it's empowering you. I heard the old switcheroo. Okay, so the Knight of Materials, what do you want to say for Aries? Keywords: productivity and diligence paying off, hard work, steadfastness, determination. Yeah, like again, this kind of like obsessive determination. Like you've got a goal and you will not quit is kind of how that's coming through. Safety, planting and tending seeds for the future, financial security and foundations. The task of joy. What is interesting actually is how, because I pulled two cards, it's playing out very differently to the reading I did off camera, where the energy of the devil in that reading was somebody who, because it came out with things like the Hierophant and things as well, it was like this person can absolutely control situations. They will give to others, but they have a huge amount of self-worth, where this is coming through quite differently. So it's just interesting how like another card can completely switch that energy. This knight loves to tend the fields of his success. He derives great joy, again this choosing to be happy, he derives great joy from tilling the soil and removing the tiniest of weeds, knowing that it will make a difference in the future. He once tried to take great risks with his fields, working in long, sleepless spurts. So you could overwork. This could have been in the past, you overworked. With giant showy plants that would reap greater rewards. Most of the large plants withered when his worries about them overtook his ability to just be, to just do. He soon found that he was much happier without the splashy accolades, and that he felt infinitely more confident with his beautiful little succulents that offered guaranteed stable success, as long as he was consistent. He shares a message of relaxing into the tasks you love and finding meaning in your work. Your diligent routine, yeah, diligence is kind of coming through, like obsessive to detail. Your diligent routine will tell you where you are headed in life. So create a steady foundation that supports your dreams. And all the fabric, lights and roses, till safety bread it brings. The loyal duty of our poses, consistent earthy things. Yeah, so your focus, your determination, your drive, your obsessiveness about the small details is actually a strength for you. Be careful that doesn't tip into, just be careful about that power balance between when your obsessions rule you and you lose control, and when you rule your obsessions and maintain that control and harness it to achieve your dreams, because that's your strength, right? So tell me more about the devil for Aries. Thank you. Yeah, keep the balance. Exactly, that was what I was just saying. Keep the balance right. And Knight of Materials, please, for Aries. The Fool, there you are. That's you in the tarot, the Fool card. No offense, Aries. It's actually one of the most positive cards in the deck, because it means that you're willing to take chances. You're willing to take leaps of faith. You're willing to let go of what doesn't serve you, drop everything that's a burden, and go for what makes you happy. You know how to choose to be happy, and you know where your happiness lies. You have very clear goals, and you're determined to get there. Very good, Aries. I could use a bit of that myself. I'm like, I don't know what my goals are. I don't know what I want to do in my life. Okay, the Moon and the Three of Pentacles. So this is what other people like about you or see as a strength for you. Where are you, Moon? Okay. Where my soul wanders. I look like a princess lost in a grey garden. I know. It is because I represent your inner shadows. The paths your soul is wandering along when fear blocks you. Because we have this block. I almost feel like I need to do this here. Okay. Because this is the block. When fear blocks you. But the light of the moon tells us it is now time to free ourselves, both you and I, from our anxiety and bad thoughts. Dig into your soul, go find the hidden truths, the weeds, and all the things that curb and restrain your own self. I feel like that should be old self. Make them come to the surface, look them in the eyes so that they will no longer haunt you. Illusion, fantasy, or idealization must not guide you anymore. Intuition must, which is the meaning of this card too. A clear perception is now required to get out of this lost garden, or else you will wander in here forever. Keywords: overcoming fears and fantasies, facing the dark side of the moon in one's soul, intuition. Well, you've done that. You've faced the dark side of your own soul. You harnessed that devil, and therefore you now have a huge amount of intuition here, I'm seeing. In terms of like your lower chakras, you know, your gut instincts, your impulses, to guide you through situations where there could be conflicts of ideas, there could be blockages in your path. It's like you will know how to move when you trust your intuition. And the Two of Voices then. I am recording now. I always have this like, am I recording? The Two of Voices. Indecision, the angst of not knowing the way. Choices, feeling like you are between a rock and a hard place. Silent intuition. The many faces of the wind. Two paths, two options. One is real and one is not. One leads to a future and one will fade away as potential without form. The Two of Voices sits at the doorway, gently spinning dualities for the travellers below. She offers paths that lead in different directions so that we remember that we have free will. Again, this thing about free will here, right? Switching the energy, not letting things control you, but having the control over the addictions, the obsessions, not getting stuck in your own head. Even rocks and hard places contain energy that can be moved, and sometimes it must be walked through. When choices appear equally sweet or equally sticky, appreciate the slightest of nudges, the subtle tuggings on the strings, and trust that even without predictability or foresight, the path you take will be the right path for you. Know that sometimes the destination is not as important as the steps taken, and that progress made with love, while listening to the whispers of your soul, will always lead to a transformative power of the right choice. Two choices, equally horrible, laughable, palatable, stuck. The angst leaves me lost with nowhere to know. Two the same, both the best. What the F-U-C-K. That's what it says. So this is what people like about you, though. You know how to use your intuition, your instincts to get you out of places where you can't see what's down the path, right? You're willing to take chances. You're willing to be in this fool energy. You're willing to trust your gut on things where other people may get stuck in this kind of overthinking energy. So tell me about the moon for Aries. Oh my God, look at that. The moon. Okay, you may have, or you may have had, secret relationships, secret love affairs. You may have secretly chosen your choice, which makes you feel very, very empowered. It doesn't have to be in love. The Lover's card can mean a choice, kind of, again, that kind of gut choice, instinctual choice. It's like if you look deep inside yourself, you know what your truth is. You know where you want to go. You know what you want to do. Very, very empowered with the Empress. And it's very open. There's a lot of potential here. So people see you as someone who has a huge amount of potential. Somebody who perhaps has a lot of choices in front of them. But these choices make you very empowered. You don't necessarily, I'm getting this kind of secretive energy. You don't always tell everybody your plans. You keep things close to your chest. Strength there as well, yeah. So again, this thing about the stomach, right? The gut. You can imagine it like if this lady, like if this doorway was on the lady, it'd be her stomach. So your stomach is like, yeah, that I'm getting like that heart and stomach of a king energy as well. But it's kind of like a real, it's a real kind of subtle strength that you have. It's like people see you like this knowing. People they don't see how you're moving, and yet you move. You always seem confident with what you're doing, but you don't have the need to kind of shout about it. There may be somebody who's like a boss or a mother figure, like a female or somebody acting in that kind of Empress energy. Doesn't have to be a woman. Very nurturing, very giving, very stable, really good judgment, very a lot of opportunity for expansion here. Who you're secretly moving towards, and they like this. They like that it's quiet. What's the Two of Voices? There's going to be an end to this situation where you've been stuck. If there's anything that you haven't known, anything that you've been afraid of, trust your gut. I feel like you're gonna know there's going to be an end to this situation. So again, if you have been keeping quiet about something, I think this person appreciates that about you. But don't worry, like this, you're going into something new. You're going into a new cycle. Again, with this Fool card here, trust your gut. Move towards the things that make you happy. Okay, and then what's over here? So this could be what one person likes about you. This could be what somebody else likes about you. Or it could be like, generally people like this about you and they like this about you. 3 of Pentacles. Again, you can switch it if you feel like you want to switch it and you feel like this is your person and it's their strength and this is what you like about them, you know, go ahead and switch that around if you read it that way. However, again, use your intuition with anything in life. If you are picking up something different from this reading, take what you feel is appropriate for you and leave anything that isn't. It's a general reading, so the energy comes through in funny ways sometimes. 3 of Pentacles, let's build together. Yeah, look. Because this is like collaboration. And then this is building, this is expansion energy. Let's build together. I am a builder, a creator, a worker. I've studied a lot, and so I have precise ideas to concretize, ambitious goals to achieve. I hold in my hands the tools to make my task. I'm just aware that you may not be able to fully see that Lover's card. I hold in my hands the tools to build my dreams and create beauty. I won't fall short of my task. I'll use my skills in the best of ways. Be my disciple. With me, work hard to accomplish your dream. Be persistent and determined while you absolutely are. Don't laze around. Ask for advice if needed. Collaboration often helps. The only thing that matters is to get the job done, and well done, up to your initial vision. Cathedrals were not built with faith and hope, but with sweat and harsh work. So let's start the work now. We will succeed. Okay, so concentrating on the material world, you know how to put in the hard work when necessary. You know that the things that you want, almost obsessively want, you have to work hard to achieve them. And I feel like somebody else values this about you. Again, it could be some kind of like boss figure, somebody that you literally work with. It can be a partner, but you work with them. You know, you decorate your house together, you go for your goals together. There's collaboration here. It may be the team around you, friendship group around you. You work hard to achieve goals. And it's not just your own goals as well. It's the goals of the group. It's the goals of the team. Even when other people disagree, either when other people, you know, can't reach a decision, it's almost like, what I'm getting through is like, say you're at work and everybody's sat around the table saying, how do we do this? How do we get this done? Maybe this is the best way to do it. Maybe that's the best way to do it. You're like, I'm just going to go and do it. Like, I'm just going to go and pick up that brick and start putting the bricks together. And then while all these people are arguing, you've actually made progress. Somebody sees that and they value that about you. So it doesn't have to be literally building with bricks, but whatever it is you do, it's like you get on with it. You know that discussing, like, you could talk about it forever, right? You could talk about it and talk about it and talk about it and go around in circles. But what's actually going to bring success is doing it. So yeah, I feel like you just go and start getting it done. And yes, these people have something to contribute as well with that 3 of Pentacles. They have ideas, they have strategy, and they can come in and say, let's, you know, you're doing a great job, but we figured out this better way of doing it. And you're like, right, okay, let's do it that way then. But you just want to get on with it. So yeah, it's that kind of energy. Like, you make progress. Feelings of defeat, learning from lessons lost, fighting, winning at all costs. It's time to extend an olive branch, seeing what's really important. Failure, being hurt, bullying, prompt, social moths. I am going to win. I am the one who deserves this. It doesn't matter who gets in my way. Nothing will stop me. That does feel like your energy, to be honest. Again, with this kind of like obsessive, it's mine, I'm going for it. But that's your strength. That's a good thing, okay? You know, obviously make sure you don't trample everybody else in the process, but it's almost like it's almost like this attitude of like, well, if they're not gonna, if I'm the one doing it, then I deserve the success. If they're just talking about doing it, then like it's their fault if they don't win. They need to step up and do it. It's funny because it's completely at odds to my energy. I'm Libra, so I'm at the other end of the zodiac from you. I'm like, let's collaborate, let's talk about this. So I'm kind of the opposite of you. So it's funny for me to be in that energy. But yeah, you get the success because you're the one doing it. You're not just dreaming about it, you're doing it. I don't care what it takes to make this happen. The muse of the five voices looks down, reflecting back at the ways that we can miss what really matters as we strive to win. Sometimes we find ourselves falling victim to somebody else's ambition or inequity, and sometimes it is we ourselves who are lost on the path to victory. We forget how we should get there, and we forego our better instincts, our integrity, our balance, our humanity. So just maybe be careful that you are maintaining that balance, right? You're not slipping into that devil energy where it's like winning at all costs, but you're in that high vibration of, I'm going to put in the effort, I'm going to be determined, I'm going to keep focused, and I'm not going to let other people's opinion kind of drag me down. Yes, there's a fine line there between going for what you want and being very determined and trampling others. So just watch that doesn't slip over. But it's almost like someone respects that about you. Someone respects that you go out, you get it done. You don't, you're not just a dreamer, you're a doer. Sometimes when we win, we lose. How do you want to feel at the top of that ladder you are climbing? Where does it really go? What costs are you paying to win? And what fallout is associated with those costs? Seek connection and trust and ascend with friendship, forgiveness, and deep compassion. When winning your success resents the failure that it cost, how many broken stories forgive the pieces that you've lost? So again, we're talking about what somebody likes about you. So I do see, with these two cards together, I do see that you're the one getting things done when everybody else is kind of like arguing or talking about it. It's almost like you don't want to take part in the disagreement. You don't want to be part of the arguments, the differences of opinion. You know that that's wasting time. So yeah, you're happier to just take yourself out of that group and go and do what needs to be done. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself a little bit. Three of Pentacles. What somebody likes about Aries. Three of Pentacles. There could be something here where it feels like work with that King of Swords. The King of Swords can talk about contracts, communication. It could be somebody who works in technology. For me, it's acquiring energy. It's somebody who, draws up contracts, deals with legalities. But again, it's this very cut and dry energy. Now, this person is the sort of person who sits there at the head of the table in a meeting, listening to all the different complaints, all the different ideas, all the different perspectives, weighing them all up, and they make the choice, they make the decision at the end of the day of what to do. So again, this could be you or somebody around you I feel like it's somebody who is watching you. So while this person's time is being wasted here with all this disagreement, but they're listening, right? They value the differences of opinion. They can see that you're the one doing stuff. So they're willing to give something back to you here. They know that there's equal give and take in this situation. They value your time. They value your efforts. And, you're going to get paid for, if you're doing a job, you're going to get paid for it. If, there's a give and take here. So yeah, this person values your contribution is how that's coming through. What's the Five of Voices? Two of Swords. There you go. Two of Swords, same card. This, because this creates a blockage. This slows things down. This it's when people get too stuck in their own head and they don't make a decision. Very Libra again. Too stuck in their own head. They find it hard to make a decision because, each opinion has value. You make the decision, you just do it. You just pick a route. You just pick a route and do it. If it doesn't work out, you go down the different route. And this person values that about you. So Aries, I wonder if that resonated or not. Do let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable sharing. And oh, lovely hummingbird, be here now. Yeah, being in the here and now, just getting things done. It's how it feels. Hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it with friends. That really helps out. And thank you for being here. So let's pull you a animal oracle card. What is it? I've forgotten the deck. Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. As a little bit of an advice card going forwards. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that little interruption. My children are off school at the moment. It's the summer holidays. Okay, Aries, Monday advice. Aries, Monday advice. Right. Oh, okay. So you've got 3. Okay. Rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Okay, again, I associate the rabbit energy with this kind of Empress energy, because rabbits can breed very, very quickly. It carries that significance of abundance, right? Of opportunity, of abundance, of growth. So now is a lucky time. Beaver spirit, again, this energy of putting in the hard work. Beavers work hard. That's my what I see about beavers. Lay a solid foundation. So there's an opportunity for growth coming up for you. You need to work hard in the early stages to get things stable. Excuse me a second. Again, sorry for the interruption. So yeah, it's time to set a solid foundation for the future, because the more firmly you lay those foundations of whatever this is that you're building, the more stable and prosperous it's going to be in the long term. But watch your words. I think this is connected to this 5 of Voices energy, which talks to me about conflicts of opinion, gossip. I feel like you probably need to keep your plans a little bit close to your chest right now. Again, with this moon energy, this is to your benefit. Don't tell everybody the plans. Only let people know if they need to know. This is what somebody values about you as well. You can keep a secret, right? Sometimes it's like too many chefs spoil the broth. You don't want to get too many people involved, because whatever the vision is, whatever the plan is, it's going to get... there's going to be too many ingredients in there, and the soup's not going to turn out right. I don't know why it's coming through like this, but it is. So you want to just keep it to the people who need to know right now, whatever this is for you. Watch your words. This has been coming out quite a lot, not just in my own readings. I've been seeing it in other tarot card readings for a lot of different signs. So I feel like kind of globally we're going into a phase where there's going to be new opportunities coming up, and we don't want squabbles. It's like squawk, squabble, something about that. Squab, what's squab? Something about that kind of word is trying to come through. I'm not quite getting it. So yeah, you want to just play your cards close to your chest right now. Numbers 49, 6 and 45 may be important for you at the moment. 4 and 9 is 13, which breaks down to a 4. So again, this thing about stability, foundations, laying those cornerstones really, really firmly. 6 talks about, again, like the 6 of Pentacles, some kind of equal give and take here, some kind of collaboration. You want things to be fair on both sides. 4 and 5 is 9, which is a card about being close to completing something, kind of something, persevering with something. I do feel like you've been putting a lot of effort into something, kind of maybe behind the scenes, but you're getting close to completing something here, which is going to move into the 10, which is this kind of end of something into a new cycle. So you're going to be going through the portal to the new, and it's in this kind of laying foundation stage at the moment. Also kind of seeing again the 4 pillars of this moon card as being like the 4 tent pegs. If you know the 4 of Pentacles card, it's almost like the cornerstones, the tent pegs, the 4 pillars, the 4 posts that something's being built upon. So I feel like whatever this is for you, you're on the right track. Just keep those, keep things to yourself right now. Keep those, it's almost like push away or push through. Yeah, like push through any kind of like critical voices. It's not the time for criticism, it's the time for doing. I feel like maybe there could be some kind of, it could be something that's like a specific time, like something has to be done by a specific time. And so it's not the time now for discussion, it's not the time now for ideas, it's the time for getting it done and getting it completed and getting it, oh gross, for getting it done and getting it completed and getting it finalised and done and stable and off the ground, before those other voices can come in and it can be like improved on, maybe something like that. Okay, Aries, I hope this was helpful for you. Do take care. Check out that description box. I'll get a few more songs for you, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye, Aries.